When today's episode starts, corrupted Ent's small branch scouts are heading toward Sejuan's farm. Sejuan is looking at the high numbers of corrupted Ents in amazement. Then Sejuan shouted, "Intruders! They look similar to that tree from before." Meanwhile, behind Sejuan, Quang was getting furious again. Then Quang started to charge into battle. Sejuan said to the rabbits, "Guys, call Black Rabbit and the other guys who can fight." One gray rabbit replied, "Yes," and ran toward the cave. Quang, shouting his name, jumped high in the air. Seeing Quang, the corrupted Ents stopped for a moment, also getting ready to fight Quang. But Quang did a Hulk smash, and because of the power of the attack, the corrupted Ents scattered in all directions. Quang's eyes were burning with anger and a blue hue. He started to attack and break corrupted Ents into pieces. His attacks were so powerful that he also threw some corrupted Ents into the sky. Meanwhile, Sejuan was also attacking corrupted Ents. Sejuan chopped down one corrupted Ent with one swing of his dagger. After the corrupted Ent fell, some black liquid came out of its body. Seeing the vast number of corrupted Ents, Sejuan asked, "Where did these things come from?" All of a sudden, Sejuan heard someone calling him uncle. It was the Black Rabbit. They were charging toward the herd of corrupted Ents. Seeing the bunnies, Sejuan shouted, "Guys! We must stop them here so that they don't reach the fields." Black Rabbit shouted in a brave manner and said, "I'm the Black Warrior Rabbit. And the time to showcase my skills properly has come." Black Rabbit took his hammer out, and in the blink of an eye, he destroyed a few corrupted Ents. Seeing the Black Rabbit's fighting power, Sejuan said in amazement, "Black Rabbit, you are awesome." Hearing Sejuan praising him, Black Rabbit looked at Sejuan and winked. While he wasn't paying attention, one corrupted Ent appeared behind the Black Rabbit, getting ready to attack from behind. But before it could, the corrupted Ent got split in half and then was cut into more pieces. It was the work of Sickle Rabbit. Black Rabbit looked at Sickle Rabbit in shock, who was still in the air. Then Sickle Rabbit did a superhero landing pose in a magnificent way. Sickle Rabbit started to lecture the Black Rabbit, "Don't get sidetracked. It's dangerous." Then another war cry was heard, "You rogues! Get out of our house!" Other rabbits were also joining the battle. Then the army of killer bees also joined the battle. All the rabbits were doing their best to hold off the army of corrupted Ents. Meanwhile, Sejuan was also cutting down corrupted Ents with his dagger. Then Sejuan shouted to his companions to boost their morale, "Guys, hang in there a little longer. We've taken out almost all of them." But Black Rabbit's face showed a horrified look. Black Rabbit shouted, "Uncle, behind you." It was a bigger corrupted Ent. A few giant corrupted Ents were coming toward the farm. Sejuan looked at that side helplessly. A system window popped up and showed their name as Corrupted Ent's Large Branch Scouts. Seeing them, Sejuan was scared. They couldn't fight these monsters, so Sejuan and the bunnies started to run away from the Large Branch Scouts. But Quang called Sejuan "Dad," and he started to charge toward the enemy. Quang went and started fighting the corrupted Ent. Surprised, Sejuan shouted Quang's name. While pushing the corrupted Ent, Quang said, "Don't mess with my dad." After reaching a safe distance, Sejuan said in a trembling voice, "Damn it, we can't fight those things with our strength alone." Quang's mom went to the passageway with Theo, and it's too far of a distance for the Minotaur King to cross the wastelands in time. "What should I do?" While Sejuan was in deep thought, large branch scouts appeared from behind and tried to attack him. Seeing this, Sejuan was terrified. It was going to attack him, but before it could, the Minotaur King appeared and attacked the large branch scout with his massive axe. Seeing this, Sejuan said in surprise, "Minotaur King." The Minotaur King, smiling, asked, "Park Sejuan, are you all right?" Then he said, "Everyone came to help." The Minotaur King showed other Minotaurs fighting with corrupted Ents. Sejuan joyously said, "Ox 4 and Ox 3. All of a sudden, a growling sound came from the battlefield. A few broken corrupted Ents were thrown into the sky. It was the Mama Bear. She angrily said, "How dare you invade my territory and mess with Sejuanim's fields? I shall not let you be, you Ent scoundrels." After seeing Mama Bear ripping an Ent into pieces, the Minotaur King said, "Red Bear seems furious." Remembering something, Sejuan asked the Minotaur King, "How did you know to come here?" Suddenly, a system message popped up saying, "The tower manager says she called them here." Aileen said, "I confirmed that Ents were coming to you from far away. I reached out to the Minotaur King and Red Bear and made them come. I told you to trust me." Hearing this, Sejuan was so happy and said, "Aileen." Then everyone got ready to battle. Sejuan shouted, "Nice. Everyone, protect the fields. Once this is over, I'll make you all extremely delicious food." Hearing the word food, the Minotaur started drooling. A smile appeared on Mama Bear's face, and she said, "Food, you say?" Hearing that Sejun was going to make food, Kwang and the Black Rabbit were also overjoyed. Then Sejun gave the command to charge ahead onto the battlefield. Everyone shouted, "For food," and charged toward the corrupted ant army. Meanwhile, on the 67th floor, the lizard's dense forest was filled with dead red locusts. Wolf Chief and Theo were looking at this scene. Then Theo asked, "Didn't you say it was a dense forest?" The Wolf Chief answered, "All the places where the red locust passes become desolate like this. Not a single blade of grass is left." Theo fearfully said, "They are scary." After that, Theo looked at the wolves that were working on something and asked, "But what are you doing right now? Weren't we only supposed to take the red locusts away?" The Wolf Chief answered, "Ah, the lizard men also requested for us to clean up the ruined land. They're fighting the other red locusts, so they're short of hands." Theo asked again in a confused manner, "Do you get paid for this?" But the Wolf Chief answered, "No, it's not that difficult anyway." To the Wolf Chief's answer, Theo got furious and said, "Are you a pushover?" Then Theo started to walk in some direction. Looking at this behavior, the Wolf Chief started to shake in fear. He asked Theo, "Where are you going?" Theo angrily said, "This won't do, follow me. I'm going to get us money." Theo walked toward the lizard camps. After seeing Theo, the lizard man guard looked puzzled. Then Theo shouted at the lizard man, "Step aside, I'm here to meet your leader." The lizard man guard said, "Not just anyone can come in to see our leader." Hearing this, Theo became even angrier and shouted, "I'm not just anyone, call Iona or something." The lizard man guard also got a little angry and said, "Ionanim is busy, so she can't meet just anyone." This made Theo back down a little. But then Theo said, "It's not like we don't have any relations at all. Iona and I have a really important relationship." Many creatures started to gather to see what the commotion was. In the meantime, Theo was getting restless and angry again. The Wolf Chief was trembling in fear standing behind Theo. Others also got a little surprised looking at Theo's behavior. Then the Wolf Chief thought, "What is this damn cat brat going on about now?" With that, today's episode ends here. I'll catch you guys in the next video.